Hi guys, this is another Destiny video. I'm just going to do a quick run through on how to get the exotic sword quests done. It's one of the longest quests in Destiny, and people do have a lot of issues with it. I do see a lot of questions about it, so there are a few shortcuts. So I'm just going to identify those for you first. The first thing you've got to do is you have to get the legendary sword quest completed. If you have it completed on another character, you don't then have to complete it on your second character. You can just buy the legendary sword from Shaxx. You can keep buying them once you've done that quest and just transfer that sword over if you wanted to do it on a second character. You need to upgrade that sword so that it has 280 attack, and you need to fully upgrade it so that all its nodes are unlocked. Once that is completed, you will get the quest from Shaxx, and the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get 25 Guardian kills in the Crucible, and you're going to have to get 50 major kills. This isn't too hard. This is probably the easiest step of it. Equip your sword, go into the Crucible. I choose control usually because I know where people are going to be. So once you've done that, you equip your sword even though you have no sword ammo, and you basically hide around corners, wait for people to come round. You just kind of sneak up on them with your sword hilt and take them out with 2 hits. It's not going to work every time. If people have got shotguns, they will just gun you down, but it's the best way to get the kills. If you can go invisible, if you're a hunter, if you're especially Blade Dancer, where you can just crouch, go invisible and run at people, it works really well. I managed to get 20 of those kills last time in one match. So it took me 1.25 matches to get the 25, which obviously is nothing. So that was really good. Then for the majors, the best way to do this is to go to this mission here on Venus. The Scourge of Winter, the Draxis mission. You need to get to the end of that mission. When it comes to facing Draxis, you want to kill the 2 Chaos guards in the room with him with your sword, then let Draxis kill you. You will keep doing this until you've got 45 out of 50. Then you will kill Draxis, who is worth 5 kills. So that will take you up to your 50. So that's that part of the quest done and out of the way. The next thing you'll have to do is go to the Dreadnought, and you'll have to kill the Taken Knight. So the best thing to do here, you spawn on the Dreadnought, you go to the Asylum, which is the same route you would take if you were facing Alakul and the Darkblade Strike. When you get there, the door will be locked. There will be 3 knights patrolling the area. What you need to do is you need to take all those knights down to about half or a quarter health. Then you will need to kill them all with the same super. So if you have hammers or arc blade or golden gun or anything like that equipped, or even lightning for the warlock, you will want to get them all weak and then use that. Make sure you take all 3 of them out. It doesn't have to be exactly the same time, but it has to be with that same super, otherwise the door will not open. So once the door is open, go through it. The enemies in here will be level 42. If you're not high enough light, you will struggle to do this. But even if you are, stand back with your scout rifle and pick them off one by one. When they are all dead, you go to the back and then you face the Taken Knight. It's not too difficult. All you do is you get your legendary sword out, you give it a few hits. When it will obviously retaliate. When you go down to red HP, you want to back off, let your health regenerate, rinse and repeat. Just keep doing that until the knight dies. Okay, now that that's done, you go back to Shaxx again, and he gives you the next stage of the quest. This is to gather the rare materials and to get the ability kills, 100% ability kills. This isn't particularly fun. It's a lot of grinding. For the materials, depending on which sword you are, if you have the Raised Light of the Solar Sword, then you are on the moon. If you have the Dark Drinker, the Void Sword, then you are on Mars. And if you have the Arc Sword, then you are on Earth. So you go to whichever planet you need to for your sword, and you want to make sure that you have a ghost on that can detect. There, I've got spirit blues, which I wouldn't need, spin metal, and helium filaments. So you want to make sure that your ghost can detect whichever one it needs to. If you're going onto the moon, you want to just drive around the Anchor of Light, the big area with the dome in the middle. Just keep driving around that. Maybe go out to the Hellmouth and come back. Farm it that way. They respawn really quickly. Obviously, if there's other people in the area with you, then standing there, then they won't respawn, so bear that in mind. If you're on Earth, go between the rocket yard and the divide. Focus on one node, get that node, get back to the next area, because when you get to the next area, that's when it all respawns. So there's such a short distance between it and the divide that it's really easy to just go back and forth until you've got all 10. On Mars, there is a really neat spot as well. When you spawn, you want to go straight forward down the dome, down the sound dome, through the broken tunnel, out to the next area. You want to drive right to the end of that area. There normally are 2 relic iron nodes on the left and on the right of that little bit. You pick them up, you continue driving forward through the next tunnel. You will reach the next area, and then you just turn around, come back and loot them again, do the same thing. If they're not there, then there's plenty more in that little area there, so just go through there, and then again just focus on 1 or 2 nodes, and then drive off and come back and just keep trying to farm it that way. Okay, so once you've done that, you've got all 10. It's the ability kills. This is a grind no matter what you do with it, but I found that the best mission to do this on is on Earth, and it's a Siege of the Warmind, this one here, where all the Hive come out, they run at you, and you can just take them out with a grenade or with your special. There is a fair few Thrall there, so once you've done that, take them out, jump off the edge, and then rinse and repeat. You get about between 4 and 5% per run if you're lucky, and you get them all with a grenade. If you do this, it won't take you as long as what it would do doing strikes. Another good way to do it is if you're a Crucible player, and you just enjoy playing Crucible, you just do it without realising as you do your normal grinding. That also takes your kills up by a fair amount when you get them. Okay, so once you've got that done, the next step is you will have to wait for an Arms Day delivery, which is the Wednesday. If you're impatient like me, it may be a good idea to do these quests on the Monday or the Tuesday, so you don't have to wait all week to do the next part. But when you are ready for the next part, you will have to do the Alakul Strike, but on 300 light, so it will pop up around about here. And it does have matchmaking, so you can just go in on your own, but I do advise you take at least one friend, one person you play with a lot on, because if the other person has a different sword to you, they would obviously only care about their knight. There are 3 knights, 1 for each sword, and you need to kill the one that's relevant to you. But if someone else has a different sword, then they will kill a different one. It's a very good idea to, if you do play with randoms, to invite them to your party so you can explain what is going on, what is being done. When you get to the boss, then you drop down, the 3 knights spawn, the Arc spawns first, then the Void, then the Solar. If you're both going for the Void sword, you want to kill the Arc, take the Void down to about half health, and then kill the Solar. If you are both going for 2 different ones, you kill the one you don't need and get the other 2 down to about half health. You then try taking out Alakul, get him down to as low as you can. Once he's killable within 30 seconds, you wait till he disappears and then reappears. As soon as he starts materialising again, you take your knight out, you both take your knights out, and then just put everything into Alakul, your supers, your sword hits, your sleeper stimulants, whatever you've got on. Just take Alakul out, make sure he dies within those 30 seconds. Once he's dead, it should pop up straight away. If you've completed it, the next step is available. You will then go and talk to Shaxx, and then Shaxx will give you one of the exotic swords. I only have 2 right now. I need to get the Arc one at some point. But yeah, that's it. A quick guide on getting an exotic sword. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. And and like and subscribe. Thanks.